Hi, Janine. It is 5 minutes earlier. I hope you're here. Hi, Janine.
Hi, how are
Welcome. So
you?
I am good. My computer just stopped working. I don't know what is going on, so I'm going to fix it while you do the presentation. But first of all, I just want to welcome you and thank you so much for jumping on. And
You're welcome.
Janine, it's a business coach, and also she is like amazing in what she is doing. Like she's going to show you a mind-blowing tools. This app is excellent. So I will hand it over to you, Janine. Maybe you talk about briefly about what you do and what you are doing now.
Thanks, Vanessa. So I'm a business and sales coach by trade for the last 10 years, since 2014. And late last year, I came across Genius.AI. It was with a company I was doing some work with, and they transitioned over to break away from that company and became their own entity. And I investigated it some more, and I thought, you know what, there are so many business owners spending, there's sort of three categories. And the first one is people who spend way too much time trying to do their own marketing. We're talking hours and hours, or they work all day, come home, and then they're spending hours trying to think of consistent content. The second group of people are the people who are outsourcing and spending a lot of money on marketing, and some getting results and some not, but hence they're still parting with a lot of money each month. And the third group of people are the people that require upskilling. They're great at the business at what they do, but they're not great at marketing. They might have bought a course, they might have been trying to upskill themselves, but they're not able to find the time to do that. So the beautiful thing about Genius AI, it saves a lot of money, reduces your marketing time down by about 80%, and it upskills you instantly. And I think the way that it's set up to be a sales specific program, custom AI, as I'll show you in the demo, it's not ChatGPT. There is a co-pilot that is a small part of Chat for Genius, but it's not the way we use it. So being able to pre-train it with your personality quirks and your business and your products means that when you're actually able to use the platform, it's able to produce very authentic content very, very quickly, hence saving all that time, which is, it's pretty exciting, because I think to be able to give someone that upskill where they can, it's literally, for me as a business coach, being able to see the people I worked with previously that have struggled with time management, struggled with trying to finance marketing, struggled to have those skill sets. It's really built two things: relief, an enormous amount of relief for those people, because they don't have to worry about consistently having content online. And we know social media, for example, is just about consistency. The more you show up, the more chance you've got of making sales. And the second part of that is the confidence. I've seen people's confidence level rise dramatically because they feel that they're backed. They're backed by this AI, which is effectively a faster, smarter, more genius, pardon the pun, version of themselves. So they feel that they've got that confidence. And I think that's a really exciting time for people to have something that's not generic. It is authentically you. It's running off of a formula that, based on your personality and business traits, and puts you in the marketplace in a competitive edge. And as you'll see, do you want me to share the screen now, Vanessa, or are you?
Yeah. Yep, you can share the screen.
Okay.
Can you yep, can you share the screen?
Let me get into that one.
So, because I always love your demo. Your demo
Oh,
session is
thanks.
great. Yep.
So we do demos every Wednesday night, and that's
Yep.
because I think as well people can just jump on the demo, have a look, and they can really sort of see how it works without kind of feeling obligated, or some people, we do one-on-ones as well, but it's
Yep.
I think the group demos at 6 p.m. Perth time, which is 8 p.m. Sydney time, is it's people can just jump on and have a look, and they are recorded
Yep.
in our group as well. But this is Genius in a nutshell, and I think it's
Yep.
just such a fantastic platform where, if you think like all of the apps we used to have, or the apps people use, many chats, teleprompters, captions,
Yep.
trending now, all those things, Genius is created by a guy called Peter Kell, who's done over $100 million worth of sales online. And he wants this platform to be the one place where you just come in, you have all your business apps are all, you know, in the system already, so that you can do what you need to do. So on this homepage, for example, I really love this. This was just recently upgraded on September 2nd. So, you know, we're all in a hurry. And to be able to type something in, and you can say, I love doing this because it's really cool, but you can say, I'm feeling uninspired today. Can you help me create a post about my business coaching? And you wake up and think, oh, I don't know. So Genius is able to think for you. Now, the system here, you can see I've just typed something in. I'll show you how it already knows about my business and me, but it's actually giving me options. Do you want to create a story? Do you want to create a reel? Do you want to create a post? Do you want to use the Copilot to brainstorm ideas? I'm going to click on create a post, and you'll see within seconds what it's able to do is it will create 3 ideas cards, we call them. You can see the idea 1, idea 2, idea 3. So here instantly, and that took about 3 seconds, I would have the content. How can a business coach be your game changer? What's holding your business back from standing out? And why is the right business plan essential for growth? So with these ideas cards, there's a number of things that can help you really get that authenticity. The first one is give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Whilst the program is pre-trained, it's always great to continue to train your AI to be more authentic as you go. So if you really like what it's created, you can give it a thumbs up. If I select that and go, this is the one I want to use, there's a number of things that I can do with this base content. The basic thing is you can actually copy, there's a clipboard, but you can copy it and paste it directly wherever you want. There is a save button, we'll put it down into the shared ideas. You can link your social media. So we are Meta approved as well, which took a little while to get Meta approved. I believe we're the only AI company to be Meta approved. I would need to just confirm we're the only one, but it took a long time to get it. So you can post directly to your Facebook and Instagram when you link it through my socials, which I'll show you shortly. But the really, really cool thing here is that you can turn it into an email, a blog post, a Facebook, Instagram, tweet, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and you can actually generate some amazing hashtags. And like I said on a training recently, to see that Genius also automatically analyzes your content and shows you how you sit, in Instagram, for example, on the homepage, which I'll show you. A lot of that has to do with the really cool hashtags that it creates. It just thinks outside the box. Remember what I said, it's a smarter, faster version of you. It really is. So it's able to create that content. But the really, really cool thing is this one here. So generate a reel. So straight from here, you can record a teleprompter. So what it will do is it will turn it into a script. So it would be better than the content that you see here. Turn it into a script and you can actually record it straight from the teleprompter, which I will show you. I won't complete it. Allow this time. Get rid of some things that are popping up outside this session. So you can see here, it's then gone ahead and created a script. I can click on record straight away, and this works awesome on your phone as well. Obviously, I'm on a PC at the moment. But I can record this, read off that teleprompter. As soon as I press record, it's going to show me on the camera. And then after it, you can see down the bottom here, it gives you an AI analysis. So it will tell you if you're talking too fast, if the light was dodgy, if anything that was going on that didn't really rate your live, and you can re-record as soon as you get the feedback. So that in itself is such a fantastic tool, because I know a lot of people really hate talking on camera, and you're talking off the camera and you're trying to read notes on the side or remember what you said, or you've written it on your hand or whatever you've done. And this is such a great tool for you to be able to do that. Now, if I just take that back one step and go through here to instantly record with AI, it brings up the new short form video. So I'll show you quickly how you set that up. So there's different styles that you can use, from cartoon, fantasy, drawing, digital. This is photorealistic. You can pick a voice. You can pick your font. Everything's done for you. You can see here, there's the script again at the bottom. Now, if I click generate video, what I will do is I'll show you in the studio the one that I created earlier so that we don't have to wait for it to show up. But yeah, because my internet's really rubbish here in Perth. But this is one I just created earlier. So you can choose to have the box highlighted, you can change all the text, and what it does, it not only upskills this, enhances the script, but it actually goes and finds all the pictures for you as well. So you can go in that script that you just saw, you can add things in, you can say, I need to focus on this, I want the background to be this. You can really customize it even further, but without even touching it at all. This is when it created.
Let's change that. Running a business can sometimes feel like shouting in a crowded room, can't it? But what if I told you there's a way to rise above the noise? Imagine having an AI co-pilot that does all the hard work for you. Meet Genius.AI, the tool that'll craft your posts and manage sales conversations effortlessly. With Genius.AI, you'll finally have the time to enjoy life while your business thrives. Picture serene mornings at the beach instead of stress. How does that sound for a change?
So it will create a video up to 1 minute. It might be a little bit longer. I only like to do them for about 20, 30 seconds because I think that's about a good attention span that people have. But just showing you that without having to think about a single thing, you're able to click immediately on the, straight from what's in your head you need to think about, creates a script, creates a post straight away, just from what's on your mind. So you can say, I'd like to create a blog post, I'd like to create an Instagram reel, whatever it is, and it's going to direct you instantly to where you need to be. Now, the other really cool thing is, you can see my social here, so you can actually come in. If any of you use ManyChats, which is the instant messenger or autoresponders, it is all in here. So you will find that in the profile feed, the auto messages in the messenger DMs or manage auto replies, it's all here ready to go. So you can actually have Genius as an autoresponder, thinking about great things to respond to when you get your messages come through as well. So you'll see here, there's been some analysis here, but on the main page, I always click back on the logo. I just tell everybody when they're new, just click back on the logo to take you back to the main page. And you can see down here, it will give me some recommendations. So every week it will give you recommendations on what you're doing right, some highlights and some lowlights. So it's actually coaching you as well, which is fantastic. So I haven't done much on Instagram this week, which is where these things come from. So I've been a little bit focused somewhere else, but it's great to just get that coaching. So whilst this is a program that you use on your own, it's literally like having a business coach, a marketing team, an AI team, and a virtual assistant sitting in here with me all day, every day, whenever I feel like I need to create content. So you can add your multiple businesses in here. Actually, many people now have more than one business, and you can add them in. So how it gets to know you is when you first log into Genius, you'll find that there is a personality test. Now, if you're a one-man band, you're a sole proprietor, I'd recommend that you use the personality test, and there's a business personality test as well. So the business personality test is probably for a business that's got many staff members. It's probably a bigger business, and you don't want it to be so personalized for one person. But say for me, like as a business coach, I've loaded my business coaching information in here. So just quickly to show you, you can go in depth, and the in-depth training means that you log in your business name, and it can be a business product or service, obviously. The website, you can train from different websites that's related to your business, and you can also upload documents related to your business. There's even information in here to add additional information in. So I would say to my clients or customers and affiliates is basically, at that point, you'd want to say how long you've been in business, a bit of business history, talk about the people that you work with, your target market, anything else that you want to put in there that's you didn't answer in the personality quiz. because that's going to really help train your AI. And you can come in at any time and update that. Okay, so that's the in-depth, and the quick training is the same thing, but just without the document upload as well. So as soon as you do that, you can do it for multiple businesses, or you can do it, you can add in your partner's business. You don't have to toggle between businesses, because I'll show you how that works when it comes to posting. But just down the side here, I know I'm trying to cram this in a very short period of time. So downside here, you have the pricing plans are $99 a month. And so you look at it and go, for me, that's about just over $5 Australian a day. Now, I know things like ManyChats that cost $30 a month, all these sorts of programs that you have, $7 here, $20 here. It doesn't matter if you're paying for a paid version of ChatGPT, whatever, everything is in here that you have. You just don't need anything else. So I was able to unsubscribe to a lot of apps. I was able to just come in and use this program. And like I said, I just genuinely now feel sorry for people that don't have it, because it's such an advantage to have access to this type of campaign and platform. Here as well, I guess the other really cool thing with Genius as well, that if you love it so much and you want to go ahead and share that with somebody else, we all know people in business. So, you know, for me as a coach, I know many business owners. So I talk to them about it and say, hey, are you doing your own marketing? You know, how long is it taking you to do that marketing? If I could show you a way to reduce that marketing by 80%, would you take a look? Or how much money are you spending? So I have saved literally tens of thousands of dollars for business owners moving to this program and letting go of stuff they were paying for, like literally tens of thousands of dollars in the last few months. I'm going to calculate that to actually an amount. The release notes. So the other really cool thing about Genius is it released new enhancements come all the time. So when you first log in and you do your personality test, you log in again, you might see a box pop up that says, hey, this has been enhanced, or this is new, or there's a new feature, and it pops up on your screen. Always recommend people to watch it, but you can go into those release notes and see all of the changes and watch a little 2-minute video to get up to speed. With Genius, there is so much support. There is a group Facebook page, there is email support, there is help on the actual program as well. There's even a feedback button over here on the right-hand side. I'm part of the global leadership group, so you have access to me to be able to answer questions and get things done. So everything is really there for you to use, so that you're not doing this on your own. Okay, this section here is really important, because when it comes to posting, remember when I said before about not having to toggle through a business between businesses, and that's because you can go ahead here and select a business that's you've uploaded. So if I select Genius, I can go down to post ideas. Now in business, there's what we call the 3 pillars: building your brand, posting your products, and talking to people. So Genius has so many formulas built into it that you can build your brand, post your products, and talk to people, and have all the advice and all the backing of all of this platform right at your fingertips. So if I go in here and say, I'm going to click on Genius.AI, I'm going to post about my product. Now I can say, I want to, so you see here, viral product posts, recreate similar viral product posts, post stories and shorts, questions to riff on. If I click on I want to post about, look at all the content it creates instantly. So these are part of the avatar that it's created. So when I typed in and answered all my business questions, it created an avatar about me and my business. So it has it all stored in here. So say if you are using something like ChatGPT already, and it creates generic formula for you. In here, we've got more than 80 formulas that are built around your personality, your business information, and it creates some pretty cool content. So if I just say, Genius.AI, I'm going to post about the amazing benefits, it's now going to give me 6 cards to actually choose from. So you can see it's going to pull them up, and it, like, again, what's 5 seconds, there's 6 ideas. Okay, now for people who want to post content and schedule content, this is fantastic as well, because what happens is all of a sudden you've got, you know, 6 posts for Motivation Monday or whatever that you're doing in your business. So it's a really great way to do it. So you can see those ideas cards pop up. You can click on it the same way I mentioned before, add hashtags, do a reel instantly. But what it's done, if you're not going through the home, so when you go through the home page, it's going to direct you to the right place. When you click on these formulas, which we call the 3 pillars, it's going to be really specific, and it's going to break it down for you very, very quickly. And so you don't have to waste time thinking about content either. So there's a couple of ways that you can do that. You can see here for people that use ChatGPT, for example, we do have a co-pilot. We don't really need to use it. What I would say is, when it comes to the co-pilot, two big things is, you wouldn't want to come in and use a program like Genius the same way you'd use something like ChatGPT, because we have so much extra functionality and so many extra formulas. It would be silly to just come into the Copilot and start using it the same way that you use a ChatGPT. The biggest difference straight out the gate is the fact that Genius already knows about you and your business. So even if you were to create any content at all, it's going to be a lot more authentic and probably won't require any editing, unlike you would do with ChatGPT. Just on the pointy end, because I know we are very careful with time. Thank you, Vanessa. I just show you the studio quickly. So one of the things, I have actually built a website using Vanessa's platform, and one of the big things in here is that if you were to build a website and you need the content and you need the images, it's all in here. You can create the custom images for your website as well. So on the 1st of spring, for example, I created something like this. We do Feature Friday at the Genius Facebook group. There's really anything that you can come in and create for your website could be created in here. And I think the really cool thing about that too is that your pictures aren't going to look like anyone else's. Okay, there's nothing worse than coming up the stock picture from Canva and then seeing someone else's use, you know, that same picture, and that, you know, can be a bit sort of you know, you don't lack a bit of confidence when you see your same pictures going on somewhere else. So I think to be able to create some really authentic images, and you can change them into videos and things as well. So you can change them into a little 4-second video, which I think is great. This new format, the 16.9 format, is set for stories and reels. So it makes it really simple. You don't have to resize anything. It's all ready to go. Okay, so there is a CRM in the system as well. But like I said, the thing with Genius where I'm really excited about is not the fact that it does all this now, it's where it's heading as well, and all the new enhancements that are coming as part of the leadership group, seeing the roadmap where they want to take this further. Even the training we have on tonight, later tonight, is the enhancement for all the AI reels and short form video, which I can't wait to see. So it's like always having the latest iPhone, you know, so I think that's really cool, that you can actually know that you've always got that latest system running for you, so that you're not ever going to be using tired old information or systems. Have you got any questions at all, Vanessa?
Yeah, I loved it. So the most things that I love will be the teleprompter, because I'm actually paying for the teleprompter, because I'm so bad at memorizing the script. You know, sometimes you need to worry about like what you're saying, and then you worry about like the actual like recording. So I love the teleprompter.
It's
And
so good
also,
though how it actually
yeah,
analyzes it for you as well. I mean, that's,
exactly.
you know, to be able to just say, you know, I'm an ex-property auctioneer and I speak very fast, and I'm aware of that, and mine keeps coming up saying, hey, you need to kind of slow down when you talk. So I was like,
Yeah, so it's not just one way like ChatGPT, it's actually 2 ways. It's what I love. And also the DM function, as you said, because like people use ManyChat, so there's another cost. And also the other thing is generate video, like the reels. actually within the platform, because I don't actually do a lot of videos because like time consuming, and I'm not really expert in doing like generating all the videos, but this is what I like. Sometimes you need some quick, content, so I can just use the prompt and then just, automatically generate it. So
You
that's
can
what I love.
also, in the studio as well, you can actually upload your own videos and add captions. And I didn't go over the trending now feature, but that is actually it's very clever, because you can actually go onto the trending now feature, type in a category like relevant to your business. It will pull the trending videos on the platforms, show you them. You click on one that you like, and it will actually remix. You can click a remix button, and it actually remixes that content and gives you a formula scene by scene, so you can create a viral video, which that's
I'm gonna test it out.
Yeah. So that's the thing,
awesome.
like being able to have everything in the one place, and then it already knowing about you. That's where that 80% reduction in marketing comes from. But like I said, for me, I just love seeing that relief and confidence. Like it's tough out there,
It is.
You only have to look at your Facebook feed, and it's just full of rubbish, of spammy, buy my stuff. And people are looking for something unique and authentic and to get attention. But when you get that analysis and you see that your views have gone up 135%, your engagement's gone up, 79% or whatever, that's encouraging. That's really cool for you to actually constantly be getting that, hey, you're doing okay.
That's excellent.
Which obviously results in more engagement and ideally more sales as well, which is what we're all looking for.
Excellent. So Jenny, can you share with me, like with your clients, what sort of features they use the most in general?
That's a great question, because I think, yes, people come in for content creation for social media mainly, but man, people have been course content, ebooks, rewriting websites. I rewrote my whole website for my styling business here in Perth. Cut and pasted each page, put it into Genius, had a little cry, I've got to admit, because it was very emotional. But because it produced such personal content. I've had that business since 2009. So for me to put in what I wrote, and I did update it maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But when it rewrote each page, I was like, 45 minutes later to rewrite the whole website. Now that would be the same as if, and I said to you when I was looking at your, started on your platform, it didn't take me long to create the content because I had that. It was more me looking at where I needed to put stuff and how many pages I needed, because the content wasn't an issue. So I think documentation, print media, all that sort of blogs. Blogs is another one. No one has time to do a blog, right? I literally can go into Genius and say, I need a blog post about this for my personal styling business in Perth. 5 seconds, done. I upload it to blogger.com, done. So yes, while people do come in for social media content, knowing, emails is another one as well. Like I do work for a couple of big companies. One of them's an interiors, blinds and interiors company. Now, as a business coach, they get customers, send some emails in, and if you get a complaint and you think, right, and sometimes, we had one, for example, where an external trade was required, which was an extra additional cost that the customer didn't want to pay for. And you could go crazy thinking about how to construct an email properly back to not upset them any further. And, is it, all these things that go through your head. Genius did it. Lady paid the money. That's it. I've also had 2 instances where a client of mine won an industry award. Her whole application was done on Genius. Great for answering selection criteria, resumes, like anything you need for your business. And I had one lady who won a $50,000 business grant because she contacted me 5 days before the business grant was due. She'd been looking at other stuff. She tried doing it on ChatGPT. She said, I need this. I helped her upload her information and she won first prize.
Wow.
So I'm very
Excellent. That's
proud of that,
awesome.
because that was like, shows you, you know, imagine the stress level with 5 days left to create all this content, all done, you know. So it's so exciting. I think when people need to understand that AI is there to help. And I think the authenticity, that, you know, the fact that Genius is so authentic. I was saying to someone the other day, another client of mine who has a hair care company, her husband sadly passed away a few years ago, and her homepage relates to the left. Goosebumps just telling you this now. Her homepage makes reference to that as a legacy for the business. And she was like, I don't need AI and rah, rah, rah. But we used that homepage, ran it through her Genius when she got her version. We'd uploaded her business and her personality. And we all had a little bit of a cry when it all came out, because it was actually quite heartfelt. And that's the same way I felt about when I did my website. Like, it knew my business like I know it, because it's a smarter, faster version of me, you know. So to have AI and heartfelt in the same sentence can sound a little bit weird, but it really does come up with some pretty genuine, heartfelt content. And I think that's unheard of in a lot of the AI space. I think, you know, to have people just think it's, we're robots and whatever. When you see what this actually can do for you, and like I say to people, the same thing I said to you, try it for 30 days and give it a good play. And if you honestly don't feel it's for you, it's 99 US bucks. That's it, you know, like you haven't lost $750 doing a course or anything like that. It is literally just, you know, $100 US to, or 99 US dollars to actually, you know, see it used and how you can benefit. And, you know, even if you only had it for a month, you can generate a lot of content in that time.
Very true. So I guess the most important thing is the beginning, when you actually tell about your story, about your business to Genius. So what you put in is very important in the first place.
But you're prompted, okay? So you don't have to think about it all. I'm there to help everybody every step of the way as well. There's a great Facebook community where you can put in
the support is great.
That. So, you know, you're not, and you can update it. Like recently I parted ways with one company, so I took that company off and put something else in, you know. So it's really you can update it at any time. Nothing's set in concrete. You can regenerate the quiz, the personality quiz, at any time. If your situation changes or you want to add something in, you can tweak the tone and voice. I say things like, yes, I'm Australian, but I don't say g'day, mate, and things like that. You know, I don't like using emojis. I don't like the word game changer. There's things that you can actually instruct Genius for you, so that you really does sound like you. So, you know, I say to a lot of people who, you know, might have been watching my Facebook feed, and I say, well, go look at my feed. You tell me if that sounds like ChatGPT. Like, it doesn't. It sounds like me. I write stuff about my dog, you know, and you know, Genius actually comes up and it knows I like green drinks and walks on the beach, and I've got a Rottweiler called Bob, and from time to time it'll make a reference to that depending on what I'm posting about, you know, from the main page, which, because it knows me that well. So I think when people look at my feed, it doesn't look like AI, and I think that's really, really important, because I don't know about, I think we've had this conversation, but I can go through my feed and I can tell you who's using ChatGPT, you know, because it all starts to sound the same. You know, the hey folks thing and all the rest of it is pretty common. So, you know, to have that understanding that people are not, like, even though we're Meta approved, I'm trying to explain it. So we're Meta approved, but Facebook doesn't recognize us as AI. So that's big, right? So it doesn't say written by Genius or anything like that, because it's actually doesn't recognize that we're AI. So that says something in itself, because it's that authentic on that level. So yeah, I could talk all day about this, like you know, but I think, you know, I just think together with the system that you have in place, backed
Yep.
by this imagery and this content creation, great combination.
Yep. Definitely.
Great
I love the
combination.
platform. Yes.
You know, and like I said, I think I chased you up because I get asked all the time for people, you know, do you know anybody who does websites? And, you know, I think to have something like what you have and to be so cost effective. And I was saying to my husband earlier today, like the fact that you have a system that includes all the widgets, and it's kind of like a Genius version of our platform.
Yeah.
You know, you've done the work in the background, you can see
Yeah.
that. Like you have all the widgets, you have all the stuff ready to go. So it's so easy for me to come in and do that, and anybody for that matter, you know, and I think that's
Yeah.
really cool. So I appreciate us having a chat and being able to talk some more about this, because I think people need fast and easy.
Yes. Fast and easy. Exactly. Save time or the money.
Well, that's it, you know, and I
Yeah.
think to have something that can upskill you like that, because what you've created, the work's done. You literally just have to put your content and your photos in and play with your colors. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and to have something like that, and you know, to have a combination of content and images ready to go as well.
Yes.
I mean, I had somebody with mine before I met you, so she had a web designer, but she did all her content and photos and just sent it off straight away. So,
Right.
you know, and that's the stuff that normally takes so much time. But with your system, they can just have it, create the images and content as they go, page by page, be done.
Yep.
You know, so I think it's just such a fantastic opportunity for people to get something cheap, but it's not nasty.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So I really like Genius. So I think it saves so much time and also very creative as well. Not like boring ChatGPT. That's what I like. Yeah.
And we're just getting started. You know, like there is less than 1,000 affiliates globally.
Right.
Globally. Like that's crazy. And I think, you know, when people start understanding, you know, I don't even promote the affiliate side because I don't have to.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone has it, like yourself, they want to tell other people because they feel like they need it. You know, like it's just literally like you don't have to go, hey, I'm an affiliate. You want to do this? You want to make some extra income? You know, you want to make $1,000 a day, whatever all these others are saying.
Yeah.
Just 30% commissions for saying, you know what? I've seen how much time you spend on your marketing. Hey, I've seen how much. I've had people spending $600 or $800 a month on rubbish posts from, you know, virtual assistants from another country creating content, and it's clearly ChatGPT, and they're paying $700 or $800 a month, and it's not personalized to that person. One of these ladies in particular was a wedding celebrant, so you can imagine how it needed to be really personal. So she's now gone back to $99 US. She's saved herself $700 a month and getting beautiful images, content done seconds.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of, you know, sending it away and waiting for that content to come back and being going, it's pretty ordinary. She's getting stuff done. You've got beauticians, hairdressers, tradies, wineries, real estate agents, coaches. I'm trying to think of who else. Daycare centers, dog groomers.
It's for all sort of business, basically. If you need to do social media, that's for you.
Yeah, and I think that's really interesting because originally Genius was set up for network marketers, but then they realized very, very quickly small business needs this, big business needs this. You know, you can toggle into the business personality, and there's a VSL campaign, which is video sales letters, which is what Genius was, VSL.com originally, or .ai originally. But you can toggle into that as well, and there's $1 million campaigns for big business just sitting there. Yeah, the same content that was used to create $1 million campaigns. So, you know, you look at Genius as a 7-figure investment, and where it's going. That's why, like I said before, I do feel sorry for people that don't want to look at it or don't know about it, because this is just being able to prep people up and people get a move on and make some money, which is what we're here for, you know?
Yeah, Definitely. But thank you so much, Janine, for today. I'm going to
You're
post the
welcome.
link for everyone's like to test it out, to have a look. If any question, Janine's very supportive. If I can't answer your question, I will go to Janine. So
Yeah,
yeah,
look,
thank
that's
you
what
so
we're here
much.
for. Like I said, I'm part of the support group. So,
Yep.
you know, having that one-on-one, literally my day is spent either working on Genius for myself and my clients or answering questions from everybody else. So that's what I
Yep.
do as a job. So, you know, feel free to fire anything my way, and we can help people get started. But I really appreciate you, Vanessa. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your time as
And
well.
your
Thank
great
you.
program.
Yeah, and have a good night.
Thank you.
You.
Cheers,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.